Now I asked who was going to be the the doghouse candidate for this time, and I really only got one answer. And you really can't go wrong with this one. And you know, he made the All NBA second team this year. You know, his numbers improved from last year. He was in the NBA Finals last year, um, along with Jason Tatum. And a lot of people were saying that he should, you know, have his own team. He's had questions about, you know, late in the season whether he wants to come back or not, and he didn't make any commitments. Although now that he could be the highest paid player in the NBA if the
Stop
Celtics
the
get
cap.
you. But I got to give it to Jaylen Brown, man. Jaylen Brown, my guy, you in the doghouse. Um, this actually, I'm happy to put a Boston Celtic in there. Let's get that out there for one. I'm happy to put a Boston Celtic in there. But I like Jaylen Brown. I wouldn't mind having Jaylen Brown on my team because I know he kind of sort of has that dog mentality where he's going to attack, but I just think he needs to work on his handles first because that's one of the reasons why they lost that finals. He had 8 turnovers in Game 7 in a pivotal moment, and he didn't shoot the ball well. He shot terrible from three. I think he maybe had 1 or 2 games in this series, in this entire series, where he shot good. He was horrible. Jason Tatum got hurt in the first possession in Game 7, so it wasn't much he could do, and he still had 16 and 10. So that was, I guess it was. I'm not gonna say I guess that was admirable of him because I mean he could barely move. You could see when he dunked the ball, he couldn't really do much. But Jaylen Brown got picked a couple times. Uh, Jimmy Butler stole the ball from him. So Caleb Martin stole the ball from him. Strus stole the ball from him. Duncan Robinson got to steal from him. These are only one of these players is a defender for real, and that's Jimmy. Caleb Martin is not necessarily considered a defender. Strus is definitely not considered a defender. Or Duncan Robinson. We know he's a liability out there on defense. But you got Duncan Robinson getting the steal. That's that's automatically bad. Jaylen Brown, you got to do better. Um, there are talks that you might get traded to Houston because Ime Udoka is there. That's somebody that you're familiar with. But Jaylen Brown, uh, Teddy would agree with this. I'm surprised he's not in the comments, but he would agree that you need to be in the gym right now working on your handles. Don't worry about no shots. You need to be working on your handles because every time you try to do a spin or do a cross, you turn the ball over. You turn it over your own maybe about 5 times in that game. So you were a big reason of why they lost that series and lost that last game. You pretty much lost the game by 20. It said 19, but you really lost by 20. So Jaylen Brown, my guy, you in the doghouse.
Yeah, I play it for the last time.
My guy, you in the doghouse.
It's a kennel now. It's a dog pound. That's his name. But no, I agree with everything you said about that. Also, you want to know what's funny? Someone said, "What does the the Super Bowl field, and Jaylen Brown hands have in common?" They both just be sliding everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's turnovers all day, and they both had on green and black. That is insane. But Jaylen, I really do. I don't know what really happened to him because his game, he just looked like he lost himself out there throughout most of these series. I know he didn't really quite agree what happened with Ime Udoka and how the exiting was handled, but throughout this series, you can't really let that affect what happens on the court, man. Especially when you got reports coming out saying that the locker room was saying, "Hey, once Jason Tatum got hurt, it's all on you, man. Like we looking for you. You the one that's the all-star. You the one that's making these all NBA teams and all defensive teams. So if you the second fiddle, why you not showing up when it's time? Because we for damn sure not looking at Marcus Smart or Al Horford to take it so to the promised land." And Dave, I agree with this one.
Leave it to Vaughn. I don't agree with this one. And here's why. What did y'all expect? Hey Tay, I'm here for you, my boy. Overrated. He had to show us more. I'm sorry. He made second team this year, averaging 26 a game. They won a lot of games. On a great team this year. However, he don't want to be there. We saw that before the playoffs even started. He don't even want to be there. It was games when he started the game with 10 points in the first quarter, he won't get a shot off again to the third quarter. Crazy. Yeah, I know y'all remember the chat. Young, why they keep doing this with Jaylen Brown, man? Soon he come out, it's like soon Tatum come in, he hit a shot, they trying to feed Tatum. Like, it's like Jaylen Brown been treated like the stepbrother this whole time, and now it's time. Now Tatum hurt. Y'all want me to do my thing? I should have been just doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? You know who need to go in that doghouse? Jason Tatum, the best player on the court. He needs to go in the doghouse. You know why? How much he averaged this season? 30, right? He have like 30. He averaged 25 this series. Shooting 23% from the three. 23%. Hey, Dave, Tomo, I never seen y'all hoop, but I'm pretty sure y'all could do better than that. 23%.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If I shoot 23% from three, my homies will tell you they'll sign me. I might be like 15.
Maybe not you, Tomo. Maybe not you, my boy. I got you. Yeah. Joe, if you want to know about me, Vaughn, just ask Joe. That corner three, I got you. Everything I don't know.
There it is. See? You might need to holler at Tatum and Brown. See,
Joe keep kicking y'all out, man.
The thing is, last year when the Celtics had that run, who was the most impressive player on that team? Tatum.
True.
He took on a challenge against KD on defense and offense. Took the challenge against Giannis, defense and offense, and won both of those matchups. You come here next year, and Jimmy Butler comes in the joint, and he won 3 games straight off the brick. He won 2 games in your house. After that first game, you should not allow him to win that second game. This supposed to be you getting redemption from last year. What are you doing? It was games. Y'all remember in the chat, halftime come, Jason Tatum got 2 points at halftime. Jason Tatum 1 for 3 with 4 points at halftime. You aren't the best player. Come on, man. You can't be the best player if you're doing stuff like that. Throw this man in the doghouse. He can go in there with Jaylen Brown. But the thing about Jaylen Brown, I don't think he was all in, to be honest. That's why I want to put him in the doghouse. But Tatum, you in there. You under that joint. You got to tie him to put a leash on him and tie him to it. Because he disappointed me this year. I'm sorry.
Hey, J-Mo said throw LeBron in there too for acting like he retiring. So look like I might have 2 other candidates to go.
No, you can't throw him there. You gotta sweep him in there.
Hey, that was nice.
Hey, and the beat.
Hey, I agree with everything you said about Jason Tatum, but it's more so like he got his money, man. He got his money. And also, Jaylen Brown, you want your money. So all that ego and stuff to the side about, hey, you treat me like the stepchild. Look, bro, no matter what you do, like they said, it's the NFL players when they're in training camp, right? Whatever you do out here, you may get cut, but just know that this film is for the rest of the teams in the league. So the fact that we seen you play like this in the playoffs against the Miami Heat, who were underdogs throughout that entire series, some people are going to start second guessing it and being like, do we really want to give you this money? Like, we know you got the accolades, but are you really worth this? Because we clearly can see what's happening in DC with Bradley Beal after he got paid. And it's like, these max deals, man, these players just be going all that promise. So, and also think about this too, though, Dave. If you put both of them in the doghouse, they might get to scrapping because they don't like each other on the court. Imagine what's going to happen in the doghouse.
That's right. Hey, but actually Tatum has not gotten paid yet. He can get a contract next year for 5 years, $318 million. This year, though, Jaylen Brown could get a contract that's going to make him the highest paid player in the NBA, and that contract will be 5 years, $295 million. Now, do you think he's worth that? I don't think he's worth $295 million, but you want to keep him. That's going to go against your team. It's a lot of players that you're going to lose when it comes to that. So, Brad Stevens, you were the coach, but you're the GM now. So you got to make that decision. I think you would be crazy to do that because you're going to lose a lot of your key players. And he's due a supermax. So if you try to lowball him, he might definitely ask for a trade. So that's on you.
And
Hey,
he made
Brad.
the second team too, so he got that on his belt. You
Hey,
know?
Brad. I don't know if you ever watched Paid in Full, but DC, man. Remember what John Wall and Bradley Beal did to them Wizards?
Yeah,
They will rob you, man.
they definitely did.
Hey,
They will
all I gotta
rob.
say is you're supposed to be a law firm. Looks like you going to court. Brown versus Board of Education. So
Oh, I remember that.
so you might want to go ahead and get your game back together for next year, Jaylen Brown. But hey, Miami, he got a spot for you. We ain't gonna pay you all that, but we got a spot for you.
I got one more person I want to add to the doghouse too.
Okay.
These just NFL execs and these anonymous reports. This goes for all sports. These anonymous reports when a player is about to get cut or they get traded or when they do get cut, how they all come out with these negative reports about about players. They're not the same player they used to be. They're slow or they don't have that step. You weren't saying that when they were on the roster. So don't say it now when they're trying to find another job. And specifically with the D-Hop situation and probably Zeke too. Like Zeke's lower extremities, like his knees and stuff are going bad, but he's still a good player. D-Hop, I mean, he did miss the first 5 games of last year because of the PED situation. Six games because of the PED situation. But he came back and still balled out. And he's also showed you that no matter who's the quarterback, I can actually play. The Odell Beckham situation, he had sugar on his pizza, but they wanted to call it cocaine. You see what I'm saying? They just come out with these random reports when players are about to get cut or traded. Just stop it.
Yeah, I agree with that. The execs definitely got to do that, but they doing that. That's a business move for them, though. They do that so they don't have to sign them to a lot of money. I know the Bills have saying that they're more likely they may not sign them because D-Hop wants a $15 million a year contract, and the Bills are like they're not gonna pay him. Hey, look, San Francisco, you got the money. You got the money. I know we don't always sign like these star players, especially on offense, but you got the money. If you got D-Hop, Debo, and Brandon Ayuk, we can make some noise. So, San Francisco, if you're listening, you might want to do something. But this goes for any team. This is DeAndre Hopkins. He got cut by the Cardinals. That team gonna suck next year. Trust me, they're not gonna be good. So you got a chance to get somebody who was a good receiver with Tom Savage as this quarterback. Go sign him. Y'all will be stupid to not sign him. Go sign him.
For J-Mo.
Skip already in there.
He already there, but yeah.
He already in there, but he definitely standing there now since Shannon gone. So he ain't never coming out. But yeah, that goes to that segment. So now we're going to the
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.